PlayStation. PlayStation. Home screen. Go to films. PlayStation. Films. Home screen. Internet. Go to internet. Facebook. PlayStation Store. Okay. PlayStation. Go to PlayStation Store. PlayStation Store. Metal Gear 5. Grand Theft Auto. Life is Strange. UFC. Go to UFC. Okay. I was about to say, it's out yet. I doubt it. No, it's not. There we go. I think no. Probably the best one. It's that one there. Oh, 4 people. Brilliant. I do like this game here. I do like that one as well. Yeah.
was Mfinda oil field, upstream from the landing point. A spill has covered the whole area and crude. A pipeline that crosses the Muneni River failed, and now the shore's a mess. Not to mention the villages downstream have no drinking water. The oil runs to the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO. Destroy the facility. Stop that leak. This may seem like straight-up philanthropy, but there's another reason we agreed to it. The Mfinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group United moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations. United's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the broker's a front company, Cyphers. Keeping tabs on United can tell us who's pulling its strings. Tracking down Skullface, and Cypher with him. Good luck, boss. First, make your way to the oil facility. It's to the north, past Wala Yamasa. The village is currently occupied by Unida, so stay sharp.
Good dog. Good dog. Good dog. Hold him off! Stay.
The war industry we started has taken a pretty crooked course these past 9 years. With no other options, soldiers have become dogs of war, sent to conflict zones as private forces, or PFs. Guys we fought alongside are dying all around the globe for no reason. No banner. But it's how they survive. The demand for PFs here in Africa is especially high. Cold War standoffs, resource exploitation, tribal clashes. What's big business for developed countries has only brought conflict here. That mess you're standing in is just the latest example.
Go get him!
Arrived at Masa Village. It's been turned into a supply hub for Unida, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and resources. Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy. They deserve to be in better hands. Digitalis. It's toxic, but it can also be used as medicine.
That's an A. That's A. Isn't that good?
gonna extract him.
Hold them off!
Children. Child soldiers. Children there are abducted and trained to be soldiers. They're only taught to fight. Then one day they grow up and teach the next generation the same way. With a gun in his hands, a kid is as dangerous as any adult. Only they don't know a thing about right and wrong. Boss, do not hurt any child soldiers. If you do, the mission is over.
What happened? Boss!
Ah.
Boss, destroy the oil facility and stop the flow of oil. Head north through the village, and you'll find the facility further on. You've arrived at Massa Village. It's been turned into a supply hub for United, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and resources. Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy. They deserve to be in better hands. Subject on board.
Is she okay? Stay okay.
Roger that. Fulton extraction puts a huge strain on the body. Too much for a child. To extract kids, you'll have to carry them to the chopper. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Cool.
Hold them off.
What the hell are they watching me for? It's annoying. This should be a bit more.
You made it past the village. Continue heading for the oil facility. It's located upriver.
Oh, hello. PlayStation. Welcome to my game. Hang on, mate, I got to see it. Yeah, it is brilliant, mate. It's a really good game.
He's coming too. Roger that. petals gives it the nickname the pincushion. It's used in local traditional medicine as a pain reliever and tranquilizer. You gotta extract him.
Hang on, one sec, mate. My real name is actually David. Yeah, is that what you're asking? Yeah, that's my real name. I can extract anything on there. Pretty good. Just got to do a mission what's basically telling me what I need to do right now. Everything's big I got, you know. Things like my base, you got to build a base up. Well, the thing is, you got to that. Are you a Metal Gear fan? No. My camera, I can't get it setting up. Like, I used to have it on where I could say stuff to it and it'd show me. I'm 27, 28 this year. So really,
Mafindi oil field is the property of Saner, South African Natural Resources. Saner drills oil wells wherever they can throughout that region. When the oil dries up, they abandon the facility. And it's only a matter of time before the aging equipment starts leaking crude. That means United's takeover is the perfect cover for Saner. Now they can blame the spill on a bunch of oil thieves. However you look at it, Saner's far from squeaky clean.
that's done. I got 3. Then you gotta fill up. I need more of these. I need a base release, so I need, yeah, I gotta. I think the best bet is the quickest way to do it is go through here.
You should find it no problem.
A strike. Would be somewhere around there somewhere. There we go. Yeah, are you enjoying my game so far, guys? Because I hope you are.
facility. To stop the leak, you need to shut down the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. The details are on your iPad.
Welcome to my game, guys. How many people have I got watching me anyway? PlayStation. Show me comment. Where are you going, huh? Get some bait in here, shall we? Bit of bait, there you go. Come here, you.
We're gonna need someone with the Afrikaans interpreter skill to understand what they're saying. We'll look into it here, but for now, you'll just have to make do without one. Rocket salvo! Rocket salvo!
Yeah. I can see.
The remaining target is the oil transfer pump. You need to shut it down.
Okay. Good dog. Good dog. Good dog.
The oil transfer pump is in the central area of the facility, on the upper level. It's clearly visible from both above and below. Pay attention to where those soldiers are looking. Rain. Sound of rainfall should help to mask your footsteps. Roger. There's the transfer pump control room. The emergency stop button is probably inside it.
Ugh.
Bodies. Why?
Look at lungs.
Oil transfer pump shut off confirmed. Objectives complete. but the enemy is tightened security. Get out of there ASAP.
What do you make of that guy, mate? That was horrible, wasn't it? Do you think that was nice or? Oh look, go get some. I do know, we get this. I've done most of this, mate. That's why I'm proud of it, really. I've done most of it. I'm proud. I'm gonna try to stay up as much as I can to do this game. So if you guys want to message me, email me. I built a Metal Gear site as well on PlayStation. So if you guys want to join that, it's for everyone. It says in UK on it, time. But please have a look. Tell me what you think, and let me know. And I have a message. Oh yes. I got a new medal. Brilliant.
Mission complete. Great work.
What? My name's called Bat. I had a little bit of help from you guys. That's it, really.
We took another look at the safe in the oil field. They were behind what happened. They hired the PF, not United. They restarted the facility all the while pretending they were the victims. One other thing. Sanger's Johannesburg head office is just a room in a multi-tenant building. Company's essentially non-existent. 3 years ago, that investment fund stepped in and started gutting it through. Get this, the fund itself no longer exists either. It's a shell corporation.
Can't do it like that, man. It's not very good to watch that, though. No offense.
Someone is just using Sanger's name from the shadows.
PlayStation.
Strange corpses. Just what the hell were they doing over there?
Huh. That's good. I can take off my picture. I can have my picture on, otherwise. That's good. Yeah, I like that. How did I get that?
Hey! Snake! I've custom...
Oh, so. Am I on here? No. That's a bummer, isn't it? Where am I? Huh. There I am. Right down there. Not very nice. Intake, but...
For you. It features a server running
tracking system, great for infiltration missions, and you can also summon it to your location. I've taken the liberty of calling it the D-Walker. It's armed with a suppressed tranquilizer gun. If you want to add other weaponry or upgrade the chassis, give the order from your iDroid.
No S's though. Cool. B. Okay. Okay.
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received a new job offer. It doesn't seem connected to Cypher or Skullface at all. But if it goes well, we may get an Afrikaans interpreter. The details are on your iDroid.
Oh, I can change my D-Dog pattern. Ah, here we go. I've done 15 to 52. I need 33 now. About 53. Oh yeah.
You call that thing Sahelanthropus. Where does the name come from?
Well, several years ago, an excavation team discovered a hominid skull in the Sahel region.
Central Africa, the Southern Sahara.
Cypher gave the specimen the name Sahelanthropus, man of Sahel. And then they covered the whole thing up.
Why?
They probably wanted to monopolize information about human evolution, to have a head start in their genetic research. At least, until they had an idea of what they'd found.
It was that big of a discovery, huh?
Sahelanthropus was a gracile hominid, estimated to have lived about 7 million years ago. What's significant about it is how its skull's foramen magnum faces down. In other words, its spinal column supported its head from underneath.
It stood upright.
Right. Which would mean Sahelanthropus walked upright
There's
3
one more.
million years before Australopithecus, making it the world's oldest human species.
Walking upright. I get it. Hence the name Sahelanthropus for your machine.
walking upright was the decisive difference between our ancestors and other anthropoids. Our brains could get heavier once they were supported by the spinal column. That led to the use of tools and the development of complex communication through language. Only man is capable of this. My creation will be the progenitor of all bipedal weapon platforms.
And you did this for Cypher.
No, not at all. Sahelanthropus is the best proof that I never betrayed you guys.
What do you mean?
The reconstructed Sahelanthropus skull looked exactly like the skull we used as our logo 9 years ago in the Caribbean.
An army without a nation. Outside the world order.
The design was based on Pangea, the supercontinent that existed 250 million years ago, right?
Yeah. When the world was a single landmass. That concept's at the source of our strength.
I felt the same way about Sahelanthropus. Sure, I was forced to build it under their orders, but I always wanted to put its technology back in our hands someday. That's the reason I incorporated the old insignia into Sahelanthropus' name. Don't you see? That's how much I was thinking about you guys.
Oh, I see, all right. I see someone desperate to cover his ass. You can say whatever you want after the fact. But that skull also symbolizes somebody else. Skullface.
Oh.
Snake, you finally came. Just don't record this, okay?
I'm not recording anything. What's this about?
What I'm about to say stays between you and me. It's about the weapon to surpass Metal Gear. You know a researcher by the name of Clark? He works in the biotech industry, real advanced stuff. His area is bioengineering, but lately he's also gotten into genetic research.
Never heard of him.
Well then, what do you know about cloning?
I think I've heard enough.
Hold on, this is important. Cloning lets you create a genetic copy of an organism. You take the nucleus of one of its cells, and you swap it with the nucleus of an unfertilized egg from another member of the same species. They started out working with plants, but since then they've had success with other organisms, including mammals. It's a hot area for a lot of places right now. Corporations, universities, research groups. There's no shortage of scientists out to get famous and patent their work, with morality taking a back seat.
Isn't that a little outside your field?
It's got nothing to do with my research. But I thought it might be of interest to you. Cloning, and Dr. Clark, I mean.
Go on.
Now, this is really highly classified stuff. But I've heard that an American biotech company has successfully cloned a human being. What's more, it happened over 10 years ago. And the researcher behind it was Dr. Clark. You've really never heard of him?
I don't meet many doctors.
This Dr. Clark is a complete ghost, even to others in his field. His age, where he comes from, that might not be his real name. And I can't even say for sure he's a he. Clark's employer, ATGC, its company motto is embracing your hopes, preserving talent.
What does this have to do with me?
Cypher. Dr. Clark works for ATGC, and they have connections to DARPA. Cypher couldn't function without the communications network DARPA's built, meaning Cypher has to be a part of the Pentagon, or at least the two are joined at the hip. DARPA is a driving force behind human cloning. It's a pretty high priority project for them. And this Dr. Clark, some say he's a pivotal player in Cypher. But that's not all. Every cell nucleus in an organism contains the genetic information for that organism. Think of it as a blueprint for life. Clark appears to be working on how to decode this information and rearrange it at will. If you could do that, it would mean being able to custom design human beings for specific purposes. Can you believe that? Suppose for a moment that this is all fact. A man of your talents, if your genetic information died with you, that would be a terrible loss for mankind. But what if mankind could preserve you for future generations by cloning you?
All right, enough. I get the idea.
Look, I know it's inductive reasoning, but this weapon to surpass Metal Gear they're developing in Africa, I believe it's something that uses this new technology. Speaking as a fellow scientist, it chills me to the bone.
That's rich coming from you.
If genes serve as our blueprint, then I wonder if they include an impulse that drives us to tweak the design. Can you imagine that? Genes encoded with information that wants its children to decode it. Is life itself putting the direction of our next evolution in the hands of scientists? I guess it would take some real arrogance to believe that. And yet, it could be what Cypher's after.
I think you're barking up the wrong tree. But that was an interesting story. It'd make a good movie.
You have to believe me.
Where'd you hear all this anyway?
Where? I just overheard it in bits and pieces while I was forced to do that research for them.
Right.
Wait a minute. Look, I want to help you. I want to be of service here. I'm risking my life with this.
Is that so? Maybe it's time we brought someone else into the conversation.
No, not him. Not Ocelot. You can't do this.
Okay. That wasn't a real... I'm gonna make another one, right, mate? So find me on a different one.